All right, guys, welcome to Hard Truth. Today we're talking about long relationship before marriage.
You are now watching The Hard Truth with Dr. Spiritsize.
Are you in support of that? What do you think about dating for a long period of time before marriage? Do you feel it will help the marriage or getting married after a short period? Why wait for too long when you can just know each other for a short period and get married? What do you think?
Okay, first and foremost, I don't think that the duration of the dating is what guarantees the success of a marriage. Okay, whether you date for a long period of time or you don't even date at all, to me personally, that is not what guarantees a successful marriage. Okay, let's take for instance during the time of our fathers, they did not date. These people, they just meet. Some people, most of them, it was even their parents that even
Arrangement.
arrange marriage for them. The and I believe that most of those marriages worked out,
Will you
which we are products of those marriages.
will you marry someone who you did not date?
um Now, presently, is not
Are you being sincere?
no, I'm being sincere.
Okay.
Presently, I don't think it's advisable to marry someone that you've not dated. But at the same time, I don't think dating for a long period of time, dating 1 year, 2 years, 2 years, is actually what will guarantee the success of the marriage. So that's what I sincerely feel. Me personally, I can't marry someone that I've not dated. At the same time, dating for a long period of time is not actually
What
what
guarantee for
is not
successful
a
marriage?
guarantee for a successful marriage.
How long do you think you will date someone
It depends
before you
on
say it's
what
okay?
it depends on what work for you might not actually work for me.
Okay.
Okay,
So what
and
do you think?
I Like she said, I don't think the length is what determines um the strength of the relationship. I think is
marriage.
of the dating. I think is understanding yourselves that guarantees you deciding to take it to the next level. If you date for 6 months and the intensity, you've got to know a lot of things about yourselves. Why not? You can go ahead. But if it takes you 6 years to decode the movements that were not clear, or maybe both parties were busy and they didn't have time to really understand themselves, it will take longer time. And if you rush into it, even though you spent 6 years and you've not understood some things about your partner, it will still not
So what do you
work.
think? When do you say you have well understood to take it to the next level?
So what I'm trying to say is, if I date someone for 6 months, I must be intentional to make sure I know what I want to discover about this person. I must make it happen in 6 months. If I cannot make it happen in 6 months, I will have to extend it. And if that extension takes me 2 years, to be 2 years.
Okay, so wait. I want to ask you something. Okay, do you think that it's possible for you to say that you've studied this person and you can give 100% account of this person? Maybe in that your 6 months, in your 2 years, in your 1 year.
Yes. Up to 80%, I can say yes, because I already have a script of what I want to see.
Then, if the length of dating is what guarantees the success of a marriage, you should be able to give up to 100% and not 80.
80% is enough.
Is enough.
Yes, it's
for
enough.
you to go into marriage with
It's enough.
someone.
The remaining 20%, don't worry, marriage will deal with it. If you cannot deal with it in marriage, then it should spoil.
Anyway,
Spoil.
what me personally I actually feel, and what I'm saying is that the length or the duration of dating is not what guarantees marriage. It is not what guarantees a successful marriage to me, because you can date someone for 6 months and you feel that you know this person.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you don't even know anything about the person.
Or you might know the person and the person might not know you.
The person might not know you. You guys can decide to date for 2 years, just like you said, to extend. You can decide to extend for you to know. At the end of the day, you will not even know anything. The person will not even know anything. The person will be bringing out new characters,
New version of themselves.
new version of themselves.
Is it possible?
It's very
To
possible.
always bring out new
You know, there's a
versions.
saying. There's
How?
a saying. There's a saying.
Especially a
there-
chameleon. Even a chameleon can run out of colors. If the environment is have only green and red.
There's something they
So
always
you have
say.
to put that partner in a position where he cannot even change
You
anymore.
are putting the partner in the position.
Well, okay,
I cannot
so
change anymore.
you are putting the partner in a position. The partner is also
Yes.
putting you in a position
If,
where
the moment you start putting the partner in a position where he cannot change anymore, they want to do the same. You don't know, it's like a battle.
they want to respond.
If you are studying your partner,
Okay.
if the partner is not studying you, then that means it is almost impossible. Because she will maybe, okay, I'm a guy. The lady will be like, why are you always doing this? And it will bring arguments and disagreements, and it can bring it. But after some time, when she starts of those arguments, she'll begin to say, okay, let me even start to
You
watch
say after
it.
some time
When she's even tired of the argument, I say, okay,
Okay.
let me even start to study this guy too. So you see, it's not balanced. So that thing I'm trying to do, she's already doing it. So automatically we'll get to know ourselves.
So are you saying that, because I don't even know where you stand, are you saying that 6 months, being intentional in exploring each other, 6 months should be enough?
Being intentional is what determines the time. I'm not going for
Okay.
long or short.
Okay.
So if your intentionality lasts for
Forever.
of course a particular time,
Is there a time that you should say, man, this is taking too much time, I quit?
I think if you date a lady for a year is cool. It should be nothing less than a year to me.
Less or more?
Nothing less than a year.
Is there a time that you should say that we've dated for too long and we are yet to fully really understand each other? I don't think I'm cut out for this anymore.
Anything beyond 3 years should be thrown away.
So you are giving time frame.
Yes, now except you are not dating for marriage. Except you are just dating for fun.
That is another
Anything
point there.
beyond 3
Yes.
years.
Some people
Anything
don't.
beyond 3 years should be.
Some people don't
put
actually
away.
date for marriage.
Yes,
they
they just want
just
to have
date for
fun.
I'm
dating
talking
sake.
about dating for marriage.
Yes, 3 years.
Anything beyond 3 years.
Anything beyond 3 years is thrown away. Something should happen within
I
that 3
don't
years.
wait. I don't even
Engagement
know
or
why.
something.
I don't even know as in why a guy would date a lady for 3 years because he wants to know the person. Like I don't understand. Like you'll be dating someone's daughter 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You'll be comfortable. You'll be okay.
The only time I will not date for the only time I will not date for 3 years is if we are already in a position where we are getting too old.
Okay.
And why should I get to that point?
Anyway, like I said earlier, me personally, I don't think the duration of dating is what actually determines
Success.
the success in marriage.
For how long have you ever dated before you got married?
I dated my husband for just 6 months. It was not even up to 6 months, and he proposed. So when he proposed, I knew deep down in my heart that this is the man that I want to marry. And immediately we met, we connected.
You did
So
you dated for 6 months, or you knew him for 6 months?
I've not even call it a date, because that 6 months we just knew ourselves, and we were here for 6 months.
So you met him
In 6 months.
in 6 months. It's not like you knew him before as a friend.
No. We
For 6 months.
for 6
You met
months.
and dated for
In
6
fact, 6 months was enough for us to make the decision
Everything.
to get married, and
You became
we went
friends, you courtship, everything happened in 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. Everything happened in 6
Wow.
months. Yeah.
So that means
Because
the intentionality was very high.
August to May should be like that is like 6 months. So yeah, we met in August and we went for introduction in May the next year. So
Interesting.
You are now watching The Hard Truth with Dr. Spiritsize.
So 6 months. Back to you.
Okay.
You said anything beyond 3 years should be thrown away. What if you met this lady and both of you have very deep connection? You know that this is my wife. She knows that this is my husband. But along the line, there are other issues like family issues, religious issues. People say you can marry this person, and both of you are trying your best to work it out between the families involved, between the people involved, and it's taking longer time beyond 3 years. What happens? Are you going to throw it away?
Before you begin to see issues like that, that means there should have been introduction.
Okay.
Yes,
Official introduction or
official
just
introduction.
Yes.
Because you cannot say, well, the lady will say, they don't like this kind of person, they don't like this guy from this tribe and the rest. You are not going to stick to that. You want to make the move for introduction. So if there's introduction and you now discover that truly there is an issue, is that you work it out or you move.
Let it go.
Yes. So there's nothing like you don't understand where you stand, or you have to push. You have to push left or right. Choose one.
Okay. You have something to say?
yeah, I want to. He said that before that there must have been a formal introduction. But what about a case whereby you guys met?
Okay.
And most of relationships now, when you meet someone that you are dating, you want to introduce the person, not a kind of formal introduction, no, a kind of informal introduction. You want to introduce the person to your
Casually. Yeah.
your siblings, your parents. Sometimes even your parents will know who you are dating, and without actually coming, you going for formal introduction. And sometimes your parents, or maybe even your siblings or your friends, will even advise you against that relationship. So are you saying that before you even try to work it out, that you have to first and foremost go for formal introduction? That's where I want to understand. Because when maybe you are dating my daughter and I don't like you, you've not come for introduction, but I know that you are dating my daughter and I don't like you, and I'm telling my daughter, I don't like this boy you are dating. What's the essence of coming for introduction? I don't know if you understand what
I understand you. That kind of situation has to, there should be a communication between you and your partner for that.
So that place now is where you know what brought us to this point now is you say 3 years. So is it that for you guys to sort this thing out now? So will it take the whole of that 3 years for you guys to sort it out?
No. He said maximum for him.
Okay, maximum for you is 3 years. Okay, so now in a situation like that now, so you guys will now start taking 1 year, 2 years to 3 years to sort it out before maybe you guys will resolve the family issues, go for introduction.
Yes, 3 years is not too. 3 years is not too much. All this is
that in such situation.
Me in such situation, me like this, now I cannot marry someone that the people do not like me, because where I come from, we believe that when you are married, you are not just getting married to the man, you are getting married to his whole family. So I won't even advise anyone to go and marry in a family where you need to start resolving you need to start resolving issues like religion, this and that, before before you go.
Okay, so you are saying the moment I see all those kind of red flags, I should move.
My brother, the moment
away.
you see all those red flags, you move. There are so many fishes in the water.
So if the lady wants you, she's ready to go ahead with it no matter what.
She wants you now, but there will be time when the challenges start hitting.
Okay, so I have to leave her crying. She begged me, please don't go. How long? I will have to leave her.
Can she cry up to 2 hours?
She will not even cry up to 2 hours. She can cry for 2 years. So that means because of our family, I have to betray the trust both of us built outside family.
But hope you know that you can actually be friends and build a connection with someone without getting married to them. Marriage is not the only relationship that we have.
Business connection is
not just business connection. You can be friends with someone
that can make me still keep that kind of person.
Because me, if I'm advising someone, I will not advise you to go and stay taking 1 year, 2 years, 3 years to go and start sorting all those family issues.
Okay, I should do it quickly. If the person if all these things about knowing the family and the rest, you think it comes in 6 months?
No, now there's difference. No. See, there's difference between knowing family. You come into this family, and this family,
you will try the first time. They might reject you the first time. In fact, maybe in their culture, they don't even like you. But after some time, they now discover that your conscience will be telling you, try, push. Your friends will be advising you. Have you not seen people that they don't like this tribe, but they ended up accepting the guy? So you keep on, you still try. All these trials is in 3 months, in 3 years.
3 years.
Don't worry, that 3 years is enough.
Imagine a lady of 27 years dating for 3 years.
Okay, that means she's ready to move ahead, because I'm the one that should be. If our family is not in support of me. I
Okay.
should be the one that should be
Your family is not in support.
yes. So the person that is not in support of the other should be the one that should be on the edge.
Both
You
of are in
understand?
support of each other.
Yes, just the family. So if the lady's family doesn't support me, I'm the one that's coming to propose. So she will be the one under pressure than myself. Because most of the time it's always the guy. It's always the lady that always have that issue.
It's not
The guy will accept the guys are most they can be stubborn to their family.
It's not true. All the time.
It's not.
Most of the time.
It's not true.
Because
It's not
okay,
it's not
in
true.
what cases?
It's not mostly true. Each challenges might come from the guy's family, and the guy's family might be very adamant about it, very stubborn about it. Especially the guy's mother. Guys are usually very close to their mom, and when the mom says this lady is not entering this house, most times it becomes very tough for the guy, because the guy too also loves the mom.
That means there's no bond between the guy and the mom. Because if there's a strong bond, you will already know that this lady, my mom will not even accept her.
It's even the bond that is making the woman to reject the lady.
Like now, I'm close to my mom.
Okay, now
I already know the kind of lady that my mom will accept.
Okay.
Okay, so you are choosing your woman based on what your mom will accept.
I'm choosing her based on what I will accept, that is connected to what my mom will accept, because I'm in connection with my mom.
All right.
So there's a link already from the start.
Wait. No. What you're actually saying is that you are choosing your woman based on what your mom will
Based
accept.
on what all of us will
And
accept,
that is
myself
what-
and the
that is-
family.
and that is what-
Because I know I'm bringing her to the
That
family.
is what you also say.
No.
That when you're married, you're not just marrying the person, you're marrying into the family.
And you are
So
mar-
have to
yes.
marry-
Yes, so I'm dating with that mindset.
So you're married based on what the family will accept.
No. We are not saying the same thing here. We are not saying the
So
same
to avoid that kind of confusion,
No.
I would have done something like that. I would have done the checks and said,
no. We are not saying the same thing. There are some families that they are very, very, very stubborn. Most times they do
my
these
family is
things.
not like that.
Most times they do these things not because they don't even like the girl, or they
They just
some
want to
families
punish the
are
guy.
no some families are very controlling. Like some sisters, they would like to be the one that will choose a woman for you. Some mothers would like to be the one to choose a woman for you.
Thank God I'm
So
not
when
from
you
that
now
kind of
bring-
family.
So finally,
Okay.
if your family does not like the person you want to get married to, you are not getting married to the person.
Straight.
If my family does not like the person that I want to get married to,
Yes.
I don't think I'll get married to the person.
That means you're getting a man to the tune of what your family wants.
Not actually. What will make my family not to, want the person I want to get married to might not actually be the how will I put it?
And not actually be based on the quality of the guy.
Yeah, exactly. It might be
Tribe,
Traditional.
religion,
religion,
and so
Culture.
on.
and
So
caution.
these three things can make you do away with the man you feel connected to, and you value his value as a man.
And before that connection come, I will have to handle those.
Good. That was the same thing I was saying. That was what I was saying. You must factor these things.
All right.
So
Before
that you don't have
connection-
to choose between your partner and your family.
Before that connection will come, I have to handle those.
All right, guys, it has been a wonderful discussion. Wonderful discussion, and I would like to conclude by saying that it is truly not how far, but how well. Okay, how well the both of you have been able to explore each other, like the both of you have been able to dive deep, fully deep into each other and know about each other. Before then you must have been able to define what your relationship or marriage values, marriage goals are, and both of you must have been able to sit down and communicate it to each other and understand it. If this person truly fits into your marriage goals, into your relationship goals, and you also fit into there, that is what is called compatibility. That means both of you have been able to know how compatible you are. And dating, the beautiful thing about dating or relationship is for you to truly learn about each other and know how compatible you are. If you are able to do it within 1 month, you know, I've seen marriages of 1 month dating, 2, 3 months dating that have lasted for a very long time without divorce, without issues. They keep on learning about each other as they get married, and we all have seen marriages of so many years of dating crash, crumble even within weeks and within months of marriage. So, my advice to everyone is get into that relationship, into that dating, and dive deep into each other, and really, really, really learn about each other and know what is going to work for the both of you before taking it to the next level. So, thank you for joining me on this program.
You are now watching The Hard Truth with Dr. Spiritsize.